Hello people, this is our Cobra and this is Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition Blind. Now, we saw some things. Apologies, Inquisitor. Instant ambassador stepped from a path that almost collapsed. Our people made out but barely. They found message at entrance, Josephine. Let on dark villain with obvious door money. You had the route, you want trade, show you can follow rules. Next time you listen, if next time comes. Wait, you're telling me that you sent an ambassador on this mission? A guy trained in understanding other cultures and the like. And here's what I apparently didn't get was that you were planning to make this guy, whose very job it is to bridge the gap between cultures, to make understanding, that he was going to ignore a direct order not to leave a specific path. I mean, you know, you said the contact was the most important part, and I agreed. But not at the cost of such explicit warnings. It's just, I didn't figure that was... Why would you do that? I know, she said that, you know, the most important part was that we could discover another dwarven tie. And I agreed with that. Well, it was important that we had a diplomat, a guy trained and stuff like that on it, so that, though this was still a mission, maybe I misunderstood something, but I didn't think they actually mean let's go off a beaten path for these guys. I may have misunderstood it, but I really thought she would be smarter than that. Then again, we removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript progress, which we burnt, dosed, nasted, and threw into the sea. Apparently he has a beef for breakfast setting up the champion curb wall with another rune crafter. He ran about better beards and true dwarves and then declared himself a great right and feed us, at which point Fletcher laughed so hard that she started choking. That dwarf is a menace. He claims he didn't send a note to Skyhold. Inquisitor, our people have flushed out something big and stubborn. We're seeking a mount that spoke to the tenacity of the Inquisition of this. Frank, I'm not sure what this says, but it's definitely a mount. It is definitely tenacious. Not sure what to say except that the stable now have a new resident to echo the report from our people. That is one big knock. I suppose I'm... Annexing Kirkwall. The worst of the Mage Rebellion is now past. However, the mages who started all, who destroyed the champion Kirkwall, murder Grand Clerk Lufina, and dozen leaders of faithful, is still large. The fanatic Anders must be brought to justice. Though he may no longer be in the city, he's still home to many of his known associates. I was resolved to invade Kirkwall to locate Anders. But it's not clear an annexation of this notoriously troubled city has not proceeded as planned. The city's resistance opposes me. They forget they do this for the good of the city and for all of the free marches. The stars head of the Inquisition and entreat support for this endeavor, that Kirkwall may be brought under control before more incidents are harmed. No chance to end this to advantage. Evelyn will back down in the face of our own forces. If we bolster Sebastian with Inquisition agents as his advisors, we can keep him from doing more damage. I feel the democratic ramification of having all soldiers seen as part of a conquering army. Let's tell the prince that the Inquisition has no one to spare. After the destruction of Haven, who would blame us? The prince means to retaliate against anyone who ever harbored Anders. Kirkwall's resistance is headed by God Captain Evelyn. With our help, he can break Sebastian's resolve and send him running back to Starkhaven. Yeah.
Inquisitor.
He's kinda out of control. And I like Evelyn more. The disgraced Grey Wardens of Rogue wish to make good on her judgment, Inquisitor. She's asked for assistance in reaching one of the deeper represses of the deep ropes for their premature calling my servant greater good. However, but any expedition to the deep rope may come with considerable risk. This is simple. I can also arrange to note her exam pass should you wish to recover her body for any received honors. This invitation of an escort. Our dwarven conscience will welcome the chance of both forces with the warden on her calling. Let's take this so we can at least give her a last wish, you know, any perceived honors and the like. Delicate negotiations. Inquisitor, here's the thing. I don't even own a mask. Thus, when the Elysian Empress invited me to engage in real peace talks, I get nervous. I don't know what Elysian means when they say that, but I hear it involves poison and dancing. Perhaps both at the same time. I told you no Empress Celine chose you for that whole saved your life business. I think it also helps their mind. Perhaps the Inquisition could help make these talks happen. There's a great deal of bad blood between these nations, but I will do my best to facilitate their talks.
Let us begin.
14.5 hours, holy fuck. Well, I have no side stuff, so let's go to what Pride had brought. The Resistance is now a force to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with the Resistance Trillions army to the Arbor Wilds. They will face Corypheus' Cell one final time. The Resistance must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn manages to find a long-lost heir of non-affecting wilds for allows him to enter the fate physically and claim its power. Sure. Sounds fun.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god.
Whatever that will entail.
Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Well, we can't have that.
In Redcliffe, I saw the future Corypheus built. We can't let that happen.
It was always so, was it not? The madman would bury us all.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
Well, you cooperate.
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please,
You know
lend
what?
us your expertise.
You know how here's how I figure this is going to
Although
go.
it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
Yes, let's end the bastards.
Remember what Corypheus has done while you plan. Every loss, every setback, every death. Let him learn what it means to be an enemy of the Inquisition.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Now here's what I imagine. Yes, power cost 40. What I imagine this is this sounds like the penultimate mission, you know, where you think like you can stop the villain, but then he pulls out his ultimate trump card. Thing is, I think he's going to pull it off, though we are probably going to face down. Why is he crossed off? Code looks strange. I'm not sure I get everything that happens. Sometimes I feel like things just go over my head. Apparently, Blackwall can participate in this for reasons unknown. But yeah, we're probably going to face down Samson in this mission, I'd imagine. And then the next mission, the ultimate mission, will be, you know, stopping Corypheus after he's entered the city. At least that's what I imagine. There might be a bit more to it than that. Entering the wilds. Normally I would have taken Blackwall with me for that, but let's see. Who has more experience with the wilds? Of the rogues. I'll probably be you, though your image still makes me nervous. Don't know what's up with that, seriously. What does that... Okay. We're all wearing masks and looking silly. The blades, I guess. Pretty cool setup. Wait, is this the final meeting? No, it can't be. They would have warned me if that was the case. They always do. So cool setup, though.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Well, let's do this. Let's destroy them before they destroy us all.
Make the monsters pay, Captain. Leave none standing.
Really, this is one of those cases where we can't afford to hold back,
Not a one of us.
considering
I
what will
trust to
happen if
guide
we
you,
fail.
Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Another way to let people down if I falter. Thank you for the reminder.
'Twas not I who raised an army of faithful to storm this land, Inquisitor. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal,
Which is?
a place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within.
Makes sense, I guess. So are those good or bad
Let's hope
explosions?
we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Well, let's move. Oh wait, some of you can level up. I'm still not level up because I still haven't found those things. There really aren't a lot of them. That's just annoying. Enemies have a damage if they reduce even further. Their own attacks. Sure. Sure. I still have 8 points to spend because I never get those books. I can, get my new class that I want. What the hell have I been missing in
Listen to
Paprika?
how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus' work for him.
One last push and we can lick our wounds. I wonder if Corypheus will show.
Of course it
You
will.
sense the magic crackling. Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
Empress Celine's general is just down the hill, Inquisitor. He wishes to join you for the last push.
Good. Okay. Well, besides all the problems that are here, it's a nice forest if nothing else.
Make it take you!
Oh, we're heading straight into the danger zone here. It's a good thing we're taking one at a time. That frees up more troops to attack with the next one, thus speeding up the process. There we go.